Hello everybody. I am a Saudi Arabian national whose ancestors had never been slaves or slave owners in the USA. None of my ancestors had ever visited the USA. And, personally, I have visited the USA 3 times in the 1980s for a total period of fewer than 40 days in total. I have been following USA issues of the current era. And I must say that I am appalled by the lack of logical coherence and lack of fairness and justice in the USA's mainstream mentality of today. Here are some examples. Point 1. One of the USA's biggest problem is that it is practicing racism in reverse. Racism is racism regardless of color, but in the USA it became to mean against people of color only. So, racism against white people is okay, such as excluding white people from certain activities or spaces. This is both illogical and immoral. Point 2. Giving a place in a university to a person just because he or she is of color regardless of their academic ability is both unfair and non-productive. The ability, not color, should be the criteria for a university seat. Point 3. Reparation is basically accepting the responsibility of past wrongdoings of long-gone ancestors by living descendants, which is a very weird concept. However, if reparation is to be adopted, then this matter must be subject to the following criteria. 1. A proven documented ancestry of a slave line in the USA. 2. Must prove that he or she does not have an ancestor who was a slave owner as well due to mixed marriages. 3. Payment should be imposed only on a group of people who are to be proven beyond doubt to be of 100% pure blood of slave owners, provided that they voluntarily accept their personal responsibility of past wrongdoings by their ancestors. 4. If a person who is 100% a descendant of slave owners does not accept taking the responsibility of his ancestors' wrongdoings, he or she can only be forced to take the responsibility by a court of law in a just trial by a jury. 5. Neither society nor the government should bear responsibility for reparation. Reparation is a matter of a legal dispute between a particular proven self-descendant and a particular proven decedent of the slave owner. This should be a one-to-one legal claim and not a matter to be resolved on the principle of collective guilt and collective responsibility. Point 4. I often hear the phrase "my truth and your truth." This is insane. Truth is an existing independent fact. You and I may have our understanding or interpretation of a certain truth, but never can have our different versions of a specific truth. Unless, of course, the truth is distorted. Thank you for listening. My name is Mohammed Al Shankiti. I am a Saudi engineer and poet from Riyadh.